What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first video of 2021. It has been so long since I've recorded and honestly I am like kind of dying to get back into this, so I am so sorry that I left you guys hanging for a little while. As you know, I did like the 12-day holiday installment or like series or whatever you want to call it. And that was draining. Like, I did not realize how much work it was going to be to film and edit literally like 13 days in a row non-stop. So I definitely was not prepared for that and I should have planned better. So thank you guys so much for joining. If this is your first time here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, to hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you guys get notified every single time that I upload. And let's get started. So for today's video, we actually are going to be playing with some of the items that are included in the giveaway that I did with SandraLin Tattoos, also Disruptive Inc.'s owner. You guys have seen her on my channel before. If you guys have not seen that video, I will leave it here for you and definitely check it out. I gave her a Pride makeover and I will also tag all of her links down below, her IG, her page, all of that, so you guys can follow her as well. But we teamed up for a giveaway, so she is giving away a free tattoo. That's also on her page. You can see what the tattoo is. And I am giving away a makeup goodie bag slash box. So there's about $200 worth of makeup, and I'm gonna be playing with some of it today so that if one of you guys that's watching ends up winning the giveaway, you have a little inspo. If not, then you at least just have a cute look that you can rock with a palette that you can go buy and some products that I really love. So with today's look, we are going to be using the Morphe 35C Everyday Chic palette. I live for this palette. I've been playing with it a few times now just to kind of get some different looks and get inspired, I guess, a little bit. Look how beautiful these colors are, you guys. It's like very crystal and like birthstone, I think, inspired, or maybe I'm making that up, but it's like crystal type of inspired. There's like a lot of pretty emerald green colors, like the pinks, the lavenders, so it's like a nude palette that you can do for like everyday wear, but it like amplifies it a little bit so you can get a little more glam out of your everyday look, which I love. Okay, so one of the items in the giveaway bag and the majority of the tools that I'm going to do my best to use is this 6-piece eye stunner bag by Morphe. So there are 6 different brushes in here. So this is the one for the giveaway, but I have had these for a while, so they are well loved. But it comes with 6 different brushes, so there are quite a few different options that you can like use these with. Like there's a blending brush, there's a smaller, like more defined brush, like a flatter, more like packer type brush that you can use for like concealer or whatever the case, an eyeliner brush, and then there's a double-ended spoolie plus eyebrow brush that's like a little bit of an angled brush. So definitely gonna use as much of these as I can, but I do have my favorites that I prefer to use for certain looks as well. I did include a few of my favorite brushes along with these in the giveaway box, so I tried to incorporate the ones that I use the most and the ones that I love the most. Okay, so as you can see, I already have my base done, so I did my entire face because I really want to focus on the eyes for this look and get a little more in-depth without making this video super long. I am going to add a little bit of my Laura Mercier powder under my eyes to catch any fallout. I do want to work with some of like the glitter shades and some of the more pigmented shades, so I want to catch any fallout so that it doesn't ruin the rest of my look that I've already completed. I'm just going to use this brush from Juvia's Place. Is there a name on this? This is a highlighter brush, but it's just like a smaller pointed brush. So I'm just going to put a little bit of powder under my eyes, just like I said, enough to catch the fallout. So I do want to do a look a little different than I normally do. I've never done a green look, I don't think, besides like my Grinch look, but I haven't done like an actual green like glam. And there are a lot of pretty like emerald shades in this palette. So like these greens, this one in the corner, and this one, they all have like a little bit of a green hue to them. I don't know if it really shows on camera, to be honest. But they have a lot of like green, a lot of lavender. So I think for this look, I want to do like a halo eye almost, and then do a little bit of like a glittery center. So I'm first going to go in with this blending brush. These ones in the kit aren't labeled, like in the little set, so they don't have like numbers or names or anything like that, but this is just like the fluffier blending brush. So I'm gonna start with that and start kind of defining my crease. If you're new here, because I have very hooded eyes, I kind of create my own crease. Actually, I'm gonna go in with this more defined brush first. So it's like a smaller, like pointed brush. So I kind of create my own crease because obviously like when my eyes are open, you can't really see my actual eyelid. So I'm jumping in first, and I think I'm gonna use the Just Perfect shade, and that's like this really pretty emerald green. And I'm just gonna start by defining where I want my fake crease to be. And I always follow my natural eye shape, just a little bit higher than what my real crease is. So I just use that as kind of a guide of where I want to put the shadow. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing a halo eye. That never happened. Okay, so still using my same eye shape, but I'm not gonna fill in the middle because that was silly. I'm gonna put glitter there. So, and then I always leave my eyes relaxed whenever I do the outline because this is really what's gonna show instead of raising them up like I usually do to like blend it. Again, this is only if you have hooded eyes. If you don't, then you just kind of follow your natural crease and you don't have to do anything extra with that. So I'm just going to start packing this shade into the inner corner. Again, this is the Just Perfect shade. It's like the emerald green on the bottom. And I want the glitter basically to land right above, like if I'm looking straight, right above my eye. Not obviously my eye, but like my, what is that called? My cornea? Is that what it's called?
2 hours later.
The iris. All right, thanks, Seer. So now I am going to take this like bigger, fluffier packer brush. These look like they have color on them. I've washed them, they're just stained. I waited too long to wash them or to like rinse the color out. So I'm just gonna pack this. Basically now that I have like the outline where I want it, then I can use a bigger brush and just kind of fill in the areas that I need more pigment. But I just don't want to go in with a bigger brush like this at first because then it does end up getting a little messy and I can't define it as much as I would like to. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with like the bigger fluffy brush. So this is like there's two blending brushes. So this one that has the red on it is a little bit more like targeted, and this one on the left that I'm going to be using, or maybe you're right, either way, the one with the green on it, I'm going to be using just to buff this out a little bit. I am going to pick up a little bit of the bone color. It's called Chic It Out. It's just like a tan bone color, and I'm just going to buff this like right around my eyebrow just to kind of soften it a little bit, but I'm keeping it in place. So I'm just buffing back and forth. Also, like if you don't have a huge brush collection, so like say that the 6 brushes that you get in this set are like the main brushes you're going to use, I highly recommend getting something like this that has like a little sponge and it's a color cleaner. So like I just used, obviously that's not a good example. On this one, I use the dark green color, and if I want to use this again, but for like a lighter color or like a purple, and I don't want it to have that green tint to it. So you just take your brush and you go along the sponge and you just kind of lightly, obviously don't press super hard, you don't want to ruin your brushes, but just lightly go around in a circle and it picks up any of the pigment off your brush. And then it's still obviously stained because like I said, I waited too long to clean it, but it's cleaner, and then there's no pigment left so that whenever you're applying more color, it's only that color. Highly recommend one of those. Okay, so then I'm going to clean off my packer brush that I just used. And I am going to spritz a little bit of my Morphe setting spray. You will also be getting this in the giveaway bag. It's just the mattifying mist. I'm going to spray this on my eye, and then I'm gonna put the glitter on. I feel like highlight or glitter shades always just kind of pop a little bit more if there's a little bit of moisture underneath. So I'm going to use that same packer brush from before. I'm trying to use only these brushes. So in the center, I'm going to use the shade Ooh La La, which is like a pretty, like violet, lavender, I don't know colors. It's like a periwinkle glitter almost. And I'm just going to pack that right in the center where I didn't put any of the green. And then I'm just dragging it out a little bit to blend it into the green. I'm just basically like going back and forth in like little sweeping motions to buff it out into the green and also kind of blend everything together. And as you can see, we have this fallout, so I'm so glad that I put the powder there. I noticed that the glitter shades are super, or like any of the shimmer shades are super pigmented and so pretty. So hopefully the camera is picking this up, like the way that it's all kind of meshing together. I am gonna take the smaller brush and pick up a little bit of Feelin' Pretty. It's like a more nude pink tone. And I'm just gonna go right over just basically the border of the green and the glitter and just kind of pull it out a little bit. I'm not really blending this out. I just want this color to be almost like a transition shade, but not entirely, obviously, because it's not in my crease. And then I'm taking the smaller blending brush and just kind of buffing them together. Again, not pulling it up or like out of where it's already at, just staying in place and just going back and forth to blend it. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the color in the bottom corner. It's like a charcoal black shimmery moment, and I'm gonna take the what is this called?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb, for real.
So I'm gonna take the eyeshadow. This is not eyeshadow. I'm gonna take the eyebrow brush. So it's just like the super small angled brush, and I'm gonna dip into that and basically just make that my eyeliner, just to kind of hide the line of my natural lashes. So I'm gonna start on the outer corner and then work my way back into my eye, and I'm just keeping it very close to my natural lash line. And then I'm just going to pull it out at the corner and create a little bit of a wing with it. So for the lower lash line, I'm thinking to do a purple shade just to kind of give it like a pop on the bottom. Again, going in with the smaller little targeted brush, using my little makeup sponge to get that off. And I'm gonna go into the shade Ready to Mingle. So it's this really pretty, like vibrant purple. And I'm going to put that right against my lower lashes. And then I'm just dragging this out into the emerald so it just kind of blends a little bit. Oh, I swiped my eyeball a little bit. Then I picked up a little bit of Playtime, which is like a more light lavender purple, and I'm just going right on top of what I just put down, but a little bit lower. And again, just dragging it outwards so that it connects to the emerald. This is not in the brush kit, but I am going to use the Morphe M456. I believe this is only available in the James Charles set. I'm pretty sure the 456 was one of the ones that he like handcrafted or like created with Morphe. But this is the M456, so it's like a little bit fluffier, and I'm just going to use that. There's no product on it, but just to kind of buff out what I just put under my eye. The Talk of the Town shade, it is like a super pretty shimmery pink. Hopefully that's like, you could see that on camera, but it's so pretty. I guess I'm just gonna use the same brush again. I'm really trying to stay within this brush set, so I'm just gonna reuse the same ones a lot. So I'm using the same little targeted brush and picking up a little bit of that Talk of the Town shade. It is a little bit of a looser glitter, so I'm just gonna try to pack it in right in my inner corner. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, doing the exact same thing, and then we'll be back for lashes and to finish off the look. So I will be right back. Okay, welcome back. We have both eyes done. It took me a little while. I had to redo my face. Like I accidentally swiped a little bit of green under my eye, and then I just couldn't get it to match. So just had to redo that. But you know, it happens, whatever. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to lashes. This is also something that's included in the giveaway bag. If you guys have watched my videos before, you know that I love Lily lashes, and especially the Miami style of the Lily lashes. So I am gonna include two different types of the Miami lashes. So this is the regular pair, which is like the 3D faux mink, and these are called Miami Light. So they're a little bit of like a thinner band, a little bit more wispy, so you can kind of see the difference between them. So like these ones are a little bit more full and a little bit more dramatic. These ones are a little bit more like natural, a little easier to wear day to day. Today, I think I'm gonna use the regular Miamis because I do want something a little more dramatic. Okay, so first things first with any lashes, no matter if there is like a very noticeable extra little piece on them, I always trim my lashes because that, especially if you're not used to wearing lashes, is the main part that will irritate your eyes and like poke you in the eye when you're wearing them. And then I'm just going to curl my lashes. I always curl them before I put any falsies on. And then I'm gonna go into my telescopic carbon black mascara. This is also included in the giveaway box. So now I'm gonna use my Kiss lash glue, also included in the giveaway. And I'm going to just throw some on my lashes. So I'm just gonna let this get a little bit tacky. That's my one thing, is you wanna make sure your glue dries just a little bit. So like this one, it goes on white, but it dries clear. So once it gets to like a blue color, that's when it's tacky but not completely dry. Okay, and then now that my lashes are on, I'm just gonna do my lower lash line. For the final step, we are going to do lips. Another thing that is included in your giveaway bag is the NYX Shine Loud Pro Pigment Lip Gloss. This, if you're on TikTok, has been like a huge trend because it's like non-transfer. It's great to wear with your mask on. It's great to wear if you're going like out to eat or like on a date or anything where basically you just don't want your lip color to come off or you don't want to retouch it a bunch of times. And I can tell you that this does not transfer. It's crazy. I included 2 different shades in the giveaway box because I feel like you guys deserve to experience this as well. So it comes with 2 sides. So this side is the pigment itself and the actual like color. This side is the gloss that goes on top, and that's what like finishes it and kind of seals it, I guess. So the other thing that I really love about it too is the wand on it. Like it's like a doe foot, but it's flat. So it's really nice to apply it with. So this is in the shade Ambition Statement. Before I put this on though, I am going to put a lip liner. I'm just trying to find a shade that's a little bit darker that would go well with this. So I think I'm gonna use the shade Pecan Pie from Live Glam. Let me just sharpen it really quickly. I'm just going to line my lips really quick. So now I'm gonna go in and apply the pigment. Gonna wait for this to dry down a little bit. Okay, so now that this is dry, I am going to put on the gloss. Okay, so while that's drying, I am going to go through and spray my face one more time with the Morphe Mattifying Setting Spray. And then while that is still wet, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Highlight Palette. I love this palette. It is called the 8S Stellar Impact, but it's all of these super pretty, I don't know if you can see the pigment on camera, but such pretty shades. I'm gonna go in with the shade Galactic, and I'm gonna use my Morphe M501. Okay, you guys, this is the final look, all completed. I hope you guys love this. I'm kind of obsessed. And like I said, I haven't done a green look, and I don't really wear green eyeshadow. Like, I just don't gravitate towards that. But these colors are so good, and they're so pigmented. Like I said, you can really do a lot with this palette. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have not yet, you still have one more day. If you're seeing this on the day that I upload it, you guys have one more day to enter the giveaway. I will leave all the information below. Like I said, you either get a free tattoo or a free makeup bag, and it's a lot of good stuff. You've only seen some of it that I included in this video, but there is a lot in this bag that I think you guys are gonna love. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, to hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you get notified every single time that I post. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.